Hi, my name is Alina Ugas. I am the co-founder and also program director to the Final Step Evidence-Based Method. We are a drug and alcohol
counseling,
education, awareness and education program. What we do is we start from when the person started using the illicit drugs, what trauma caused them to use that, either if it started from a young age or even when they were an adult. We've done over 8,000 interviews. And 95% of our clients, that's where it would start. 95% of our clients, the common denominators that come from fatherless homes. We have an 85% success rate that our clients will not relapse versus the ones out there now have a 12%. This is actually one of our clients that he has been on meth for 20 years, and he had been in and out of the system for, since he was a teenager. And this is a testimonial. He showed up at one of our events. We weren't expecting him, and he wanted to give us a testimonial. And I think this is a really good part. It's only like about a minute and a half, but he talks about his experience.
You ready?
So hit it, Mike.
First thing you just amazed me how you just went right to the heart of the problem that I didn't even know, and you just like opened up my chest and said, "Oh, look what we have here behind the crack. What's making you do the crack?" And it just, you have me feeling uncomfortable, tight-chested, just wanting so badly to leave for that clock to hit 4 so I could leave. I want to be anywhere except there, answering the personal questions that I've been able to avoid thinking about or answering for 20 years. And now here I was sitting in your office, not talking about crack, not talking about my next court date. You were having me talk about what events do I think happened way back then that made me a clean, non-drug using person out of the blue decide to make it, to feel it'd be okay for me to start using drugs, to smoke crack. What? And that just started planting a seed in me.
So I want you to understand something, and I want the audience out there to understand something. He felt guilty.
Okay.
There was shame. There was blame. There's a lot of criticism going on within him. So he's creating this whole scenario about how he saw himself. And the other thing I want to mention is that I never talked about drug testing. I never talked about the drug. I never mentioned, I don't care about the drug use. I don't care about it, but that is not the issue. The issue is, why did you start in the first place? What has caused you?
Okay. So as it stands right now in the state, nationwide, there's approximately 24 million drug and alcohol dependent individuals over the age of 12. And I can tell you this is an incorrect number because we are seeing an incredible amount of 10-year-olds coming into the hospital with overdose on either drugs or alcohol. And out of that 24 million, only 1.25 million are currently in a day facility, meaning an outpatient facility. Our program teaches individuals and promotes self-awareness and understanding. We never tell our clients to stop using drugs. We always let them know why they're using it. Most of them stop. The other thing is we have conducted the interviews over the past 17 years, and since 2012 we started our own private practice in Redondo Beach, which is the area that we were able to get an office at an hourly rate, not because that's where we wanted to be. So right now we're just Michael and myself, and oops, did I do that right?
That's Michael.
Oh, remember we had that problem last time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Michael. Yeah, everybody, that's Michael, my business partner. And so he is a probation officer for the LA County, and this is actually how he's been doing the interviews for the past 17 years. So right now, currently, in our office, we are seeing private clients. We do teach an anger management. We teach a parenting class. And it's just Michael and myself. What we're hoping to achieve with this is to be able to teach our program
You
to
push
other,
on the right side, there's no for it.
to other professionals that would be able to spread the word in order for us to be able to help more people. As you can see, that's the statistics that I gave you, it has increased 18% since 2002. We are not winning the battle on drug and alcohol at all. This is actually getting worse. Now, this is very meaningful to me because I've been in the medical field. So before it was a disease. We have never labeled our clients. By labeling them, you're giving them the right to continue to consume the illicit drugs. So now it's called a disorder. But what I want you to notice is that alcohol-related death last year was 88,000 people. This is the search in our area, our advertising that we do. Almost 7,000 people are searching for drug and alcohol counselors in Redondo Beach in 2.5 months. So our solution is to be able to train the trainer with our new book. We also have a workbook coming out. We could train therapists, counselors, teachers, anybody in the helping facility. This is the final step. That's our little vision and our mission. And this is our book that I just showed you. And so our mission is to heal childhood trauma so you can shift into successful adulthood. To give people the insight that they need in order to make life-diminishing or life-affirming choices and decisions. So we say let us. Life elevated through understanding and self-awareness. Once you understand where your problem comes from, then you'll be able to do something about it. This is testimonials actually from our peers. This is a presentation that we did at Thelma McMillan, this one up here, and this one was at another treatment facility. People that have been in the field for 30 years are asking about our program. And this was cute, so I put it there. And so cute.
Okay.
Did I hit everything?
I don't know.
I was going so fast, I was thinking like a true human. I was like, whoo. Yes, sir.
Several things. One, is this needs-based method an alternative to 12-step?
Okay, needs-based method is actually a registered trademark by us,
Okay.
and we are not big 12-steppers.
No, but I'm saying, are you suggesting that the needs-based method is something you can do instead of 12-step?
Absolutely.
And more effective than 12-step?
Absolutely.
Are you approved? Are you approved for use of it? Frequently, the courts in criminal situations and DUI situations will lessen the sentence for approved court-ordered treatment. Are you approved for court-ordered treatment?
The problem that we're having is because Michael's a probation officer in the LA County, we are not allowed conflict of interest, so we cannot offer that in LA County. This is why we're actually going to Seattle next week, because we actually are able to provide that in Seattle, but not here in LA County. We go to Orange County, but not LA County.
But it would be approved if you didn't have that
Absolutely.
restriction.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So like right now, it's approved for DUI as long as they're not on probation. If they are on probation, it's a conflict of interest, just like our anger management and our parenting class.
Okay.
Alina, I applaud you for even addressing the adverse childhood experience issues. And there's a lot of work being done and a lot of funding behind this to where you wouldn't even need to come in front of investors, so to speak. Kaiser Permanente did the 18,000 patient study on the ACE adverse childhood experience. Robert Wood Foundation is funding, and you can go to Kaiser with something like this and do a beta test on your program. But Kaiser is open for something like this.
Can you help her do that? Can you,
Yeah, I
can
can
you
at
facilitate
least
that?
Oh, that'd be
connect with the
wonderful,
Kaiser
thank
folks.
you.
The Robert Wood Foundation is another excellent source, but this is a public health issue that you probably will have a lot of leverage with helping
Right.
within the system, if you will.
Right, because we've been going to USC, we've been teaching it to the social work, school social works at USC, but everything we do is for free. So as far as the funding, we're not getting any funding. And if we could actually get the funding, we would be able to have the venue where we could teach to a larger audience.
So just building off what you just heard, I'm surprised, you probably do want to contact Thelma McMillan, because they're in a similar business to you, but they don't seem to have the capacity to go out and do what you're doing.
Okay, so we have actually taught the program at Thelma McMillan to social worker. However, their program, they want Michael to go and sit in the session, but they said that they don't have the funding. So it would be voluntary. And we've been volunteering for the past 7 years.
One more.
I think that, it's okay, I'm a little monopolizing, but, no, I'm concerned about the perception that you're in opposition to 12-step. 12-step is so potent, so deeply embedded in the drug and alcohol treatment culture. There is growing, although it's hard to perceive, there's growing concern about the relapse rate of 12-step. It's finally, doctors are finally saying there's got to be a better way. So there's a lot of interest in pharmacology. You're not an MD, there's no MD involved here. I think that you might get a little more good housekeeping seal of approval if you engage an MD.
That's why Kaiser would be appropriate.
Yeah.
Right.
These
So
trials are-
Michael is
That follows on that.
right, so Michael is an IMFT. But, you know, I've been in the medical field for 34 years.
Right.
And you are absolutely right. The problem with the 12-step program is that you are substituting addiction for meetings, having to go 4 to 5 times a week for a meeting. So you're substituting one thing for the other. In our case, it's not. You know, we could actually, like that gentleman said, and he's not the only one, we could actually get to the source of the problem within 6 sessions.
Yeah.
You do insurance, and I know you're very well aware of, I had to push it to 12 to try to make some form of money. So,
All right, let's give Alina a hand.
Great job.